Jillian, you scared me half to death. I thought something happened to you.
I'm sorry.
Well, I can't help you now anyway. I'm trying to get ready for work. My zipper's stuck and this nail polish isn't drying. I don't know why you want to be calling your daddy anyway. All he does is drink too much and shout and make scenes. May.
Gran, can you help me call my daddy?
I most certainly will, love.
I have an itemized phone bill from Michael Pavel's houseboat. I found it among his personal records. It lists 3 calls to Sea Island, Georgia. I checked the number. They were made to the Sea Island Inn, which is exactly where Joe and Siobhan spent their honeymoon. The calls were made on April 23rd, April 27th, and May 1st. Dates which correspond exactly to the time when Joe and Siobhan were there. It is also the time when I was being set up, with Michael's help, I believe, in the LR Petrochemical story. I was on the verge of breaking the story that cost me my job.
Thanks for seeing me this evening, Jillian.
No, it's no problem. I have a lot of work to do this evening.
Do you want some coffee?
Oh, no, thank you.
You look very grave and determined.
Yeah, well, that's exactly how I feel. I'm here to tell you that I've come to a decision about my child.
Nurse, can I see my baby?
Monday.
Ready for this?
It's the premiere of One Tree Hill and the OC.
Welcome to the dark side.
And only Soapnet can bring it to you commercial free.
Who are you?
Whoever you want me to be.
Pretty people. Pretty messed up.
Look who I found.
Don't miss the commercial-free premiere of One Tree Hill and the OC. This Monday, starting at 5, only on Soapnet.
Tonight on Soapnet, his oldest rival
stole my wife, my life, my future.
Got the best of him.
He's not going to get away with it.
And it's driving him crazy. And a new girl with a secret hits town.
I'm sassy and I just ooze sex appeal.
Watch All My Children tonight at 8 on Soapnet.
Say cheese.
Cheese!
Hey, you two. Long time no see.
How about Uncle Joe? Seems strange not seeing him here. I miss him.
I miss his jokes here. Same each year, but I still miss him. Yeah.
How's Aunt Stella doing since Uncle Joe died?
Pretty fair, I'd say. You know, Uncle Joe had one of those Colonial Penn life insurance policies.
That's a relief.
Mm-hmm. Aunt Stella used his insurance money to help pay for the funeral and other bills.
You have life insurance?
I sure do. Honey, it costs as much to bury a woman as it does a man.
Sure. But at my age, I don't think I could afford it.
You just need the right kind. We got insurance from Colonial Penn at an affordable rate.
Hard to get?
No, you just pick up the phone and call.
She's right. If you're 50 to 85, write down the toll-free number on your screen and call about guaranteed acceptance life insurance from Colonial Penn. Colonial Penn makes it easy. It costs just $7.95 a month per unit, about 25 cents a day. There's no medical exam, no health questions, guaranteed. You can't be turned down. For added peace of mind, Colonial Penn also guarantees your rate will never go up and your benefit will never go down due to age. Since 1994, over 5 million people have called about this affordable coverage. Make sure your family has money to help cover funeral costs, medical bills, credit card balances, or other final expenses. So pick up the phone, call for free information and a free gift. Lines are open now.
Call 1-800-650-2100 to receive free information in the mail. You'll get this handy guide to Social Security absolutely free. Call 1-800-650-2100 or visit our website at colonialpenn.com. There's no risk or obligation. That number again is 1-800-650-2100. Call now.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, Ryan. You know that, don't you?
Uh-huh.
I was going to call you just when you called. Thank you for thinking of it first. I'm glad you're having fun with little John and Finn. Now, you be a good girl and you listen to your gran, all right?
All right.
All right, now, this has been a good long talk, but you know what I think? I think that you have been trying to trick me into letting you stay up good and late. Am I right?
No, Daddy. I just like talking to you.
Well, I like talking to you, too. And we'll talk again tomorrow. But now it's time for Gran to tuck you into bed. Will you give everybody a kiss for me? Even a kiss for Monica, Veronica. And you know who wants a great big kiss right now? Oh, thank you. Here's one back. I love you. Good night.
Daddy, wait.
What is it, honey?
When can I come home?
Ryan, that's a very hard question, and I don't have an answer right now. I miss you very much, and I want you back here very badly. But, well, it'll be soon, but not right away. Okay? Now, I know you're having fun with your gran and your granddad and little John and Finn. So now, why don't you think of it as a little vacation away from funny old Weehawken Street and your silly dad?
You're not silly, Daddy.
I love you, Ryan, and I promise you, cross my heart, I'll bring you home as soon as I can. Okay?
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Now, that's my good girl. And your father was fine, right? Sure. Now, let me unzip this. Then you go in and get ready for bed, and I'll come in and hear your prayers.
May? I'm still having trouble with the zipper, and nobody gets them unstuck like you do. While you were at Novena, I really had my hands full, what with little John and Ryan, and trying to get ready. It's so important that I look my best at the Crystal Palace. Thank you, Maeve.
I just spoke to Ryan on the phone. She asked when she could come back home. It's hard telling her that she can't right now. I miss my daughter. I worry about her. I worry about her being in danger. If they could threaten Rose's daughter, Amelia, they can get to Ryan just as easily. And I worry about how confusing all this must be for her. But if I try to see her more often to reassure her, I'll put her in more danger. Poor kid. Not old enough to appreciate this lousy situation. All she understands is her daddy doesn't want her home. But most of all, I don't want her hurt. She has to be safe. Ryan is the most important part of my life. Now, it's funny. When Mary was pregnant with her, I rejected the whole idea of being a father. But with Mary's love and patience and understanding, I learned that there was nothing to be afraid of. And now I've come to believe that there are such things as parent instincts. And with Mary gone, I have to learn to trust mine all the more. And no matter how confused Ryan is because of her daddy's behavior, I know that I'm doing the right thing. I have to keep her safe and protected until I find out who's trying to get me and why. And I think I'm finally getting somewhere. I'm sure that Michael Pavel was involved in the setup at the beginning. And now this phone bill connects Michael to Joe.
I do not want Kimberly to take Arley home from the hospital to live with Ray. I want her to come home with me. It'll be best for everyone.
How does Kimberly feel about that
She doesn't know anything about it, and I don't intend for her to.
Oh, swell.
Yeah, I'm going to take Arley home as soon as she's released from Riverside.
And Kimberly will find out about it after the fact.
That's right. I don't want Kimberly to have the opportunity to even consider taking the baby. Look, Arley is fragile. She's in stable condition, but nonetheless, she is premature and in need of constant attention. Now, Kimberly is both too young and too irresponsible to care for.
Yes, that may be true, but what I'm
She
trying to
cannot
tell-
provide for the care of the baby the way I can. Now, Jillian, there is too much at stake here. It could be a long time before my custody suit is decided.
Yes, that's right.
All right. Well, I'm not going to subject Arley to her mother and her grandmother for any length of time. You know, Kim still hasn't given any indication that she wants the baby or even loves her.
And what about Ray? I know that she is genuinely concerned about that baby.
Oh, I don't believe that for a minute. She wants the baby to make up for past sins. Now, look. Ray and Kim cannot give the kind of love and attention to my baby that she's going to need. If they're allowed to take her home, I'm afraid they're going to become attached to her. Not out of love. Out of habit. And it's going to make what I have to do later that much more difficult.
Seneca, you don't know the kind of effect that Ray and Kimberly are going to have on Arley.
Well, of course I do. A baby grows on you. It wins a place in a home. Now, even someone who can't give affection becomes intimately tied to a baby, can affect it for the rest of its life.
So you're saying that someone who would have the bad influences, either Ray or Kimberly.
It is not fair for Arley. A newborn baby needs the kind of love that is not in Kimberly's power to give. And Ray can only offer acquisitions. But a baby becomes accustomed to people, regardless of their faults. When I win my suit, Arley's going to have to leave the only home she's ever known. I want to spare her that.
Well, I sympathize with you. And I understand all your considerations, how they're very real and very important to you.
Well, then, you agree that I should take Arley.
No, I don't. I think that you have to face some truths about yourself. Forget about the other people involved. Forget about the possible consequences. First and foremost, you have a need to control this baby's future.
Well, shouldn't I?
No, not yet, not now. Not when there are other people to take into account.
Even when they have no perception of what that child needs?
Yes, even then. Seneca, I understand how much you love this child, how much you want this child. I also understand your impatience and the fact that you are scared. But I'm telling you right now that you have to think about your motives before you do anything rash.
Hey, you are wrong, Jillian. Whatever motivated me in the past with Edmund, that has nothing to do with this present situation. My being in control, as you call it, is not the issue. Arley is my daughter. I have a responsibility for her well-being.
Yes, legally, you are her father, and Kimberly is her mother, and I cannot condone your taking that baby away without discussing it with Kim first. She has a right to know that. And anything less than that would be child stealing.
Party like it's prom night.
Oh, I love champagne.
One for the road. Party like it's underground.
Music is great. People are cool. How'd they get the room to spin like this?
Party like it's 90210. Bottoms up.
Are you coming on to me?
How much did this girl have to drink?
Celebrate the coolest parties of West Beverly High with Soapnet.
Guess where we're gonna be tonight?
3 90210 episodes back to back.
So you in?
Party like it's 90210. This Saturday starting at 9. Only on Soapnet. On Falcon Beach.
I am not testifying against me.
The summer's coming to an end.
You have to come visit me in Boston.
I can't wait.
Are the romances?
Sold me out! Will you marry me? This isn't gonna work.
I want it to.
Falcon Beach. Saturday at noon and again Sunday at midnight on Soapnet.
Every time I go and sleep over somewhere, when I pee in my bed, my friends will start laughing at me.
New Goodnight's underpants control odor and build confidence.
It's not going to ruin the rest of my life.
What could you do in 18 hours? Playtex's #1 bra now in an easy-on front close. For all-day comfort and support.
In 18 hours, I could do anything.
Millions of Americans have made Hydroxycut the #1 selling weight loss product because it works.
Hi, I'm Karen from LA, and I lost 32 pounds fast.
I'm Robert from Orlando, and I lost 46 pounds fast. Hydroxycut really works.
Subjects using the patented primary ingredients in Hydroxycut lost an average of up to 4.5 times the weight than with diet and exercise alone.
Hi, I'm Angel from Hawaii, and I lost 27 pounds in just 8 weeks. Hydroxycut really works.
Get yours at buyhydroxycut.com. Supercenters, GNC, Walgreens, and fine retailers everywhere.
Introducing Murad Acne Complex, the last acne product you'll ever need.
Developed by world-renowned dermatologist Dr. Howard Murad, Acne Complex was proven to have an astonishing 90% success rate fighting acne in just 4 weeks. So you'll be showing off that soft, smooth, healthy-looking skin faster than you ever thought possible.
I had a boy come up to me and tell me that I was gorgeous. And that's one of the greatest feelings I've ever had. Nothing works like this does.
Call now and try a complete 30-day Acne Complex Starter Kit risk-free for just one low payment of only $29.95. We'll also send you 2 free gifts, plus a free upgrade to priority shipping. So call now and try Acne Complex. Isn't it time you enjoyed having your picture taken again?
Some people really know how to move. When you're moving, we'll get your DirecTV up and running in your new place free. Just make one call to DirecTV Movers Connection and arrange a date to move your service. It's free, it's easy, and it's one less thing to worry about. Call 1-866-WAY-YOU-MOVE. That's the way to move without missing a beat.
I like the way you move.
Well, I gotta run now to the Crystal Palace.
I would appreciate if you give me a moment of your time.
I really don't think
Please.
I can.
I am asking for a moment.
All right, what is it?
I would like to know exactly what was going on with Ryan.
Oh, Maeve, I've just been running ever since you left, with Little John wanting one thing and Ryan another. She's really sweet, but she can be very spoiled sometimes, and she kept nagging me and nagging me. I thought I'd be doing her a favor by not helping her call Jack. I thought I was only trying to help her.
In what way, may I ask? By trying to make her think less of her father?
No,
I cannot believe that anyone would belittle a man to his own child. Doesn't that little girl in there have enough cause to be sad and confused these days without you adding to it by saying negative things about her own father?
I didn't say negative thing.
Delia, don't lie to me. I heard you. You told her that her father drinks and that he causes scenes. Now, I would like to know exactly what you were trying to do.
Nothing. I'm hot and tired, and nothing's been going right for me.
Forget about yourself for one moment. Wouldn't it be better to help that little girl in any way that you can, rather than stand there and whine and complain and say things about her father that you had no right to say? A simple phone call? I mean, I would have thought that you would be glad to help her. I only left you with Ryan for a few moments while I was out. But if in the future that's your attitude, I will never do it again.
I'm sorry, Maeve. Really, I didn't mean it. I wasn't trying to hurt her.
No, but nevertheless you did. What you mean to do and what you do, Delia, are worlds apart.
I can't help it.
Oh, and that's your excuse? You can't help hurting your own niece when all she was looking for was a little kindness and a little attention?
I was running late. I'm late now, Maeve. Can't we talk about this later? I am sorry.
Yes, as well you should be.
Well, what else do you want from me? What I said is true. Jack does get drunk and come and insult.
That is enough. While you are in this house, you will be loyal to Jack as a family member. The man is in trouble, terrible trouble. And I have to insist that you put your pettiness aside and you reach out to Jack and his child. You will support him as you would support any other member of this family.
Well, you'll excuse me if I don't see why. He is not a nice person. He has a bad temper and a sarcastic mouth. And I wish that you would stand up for me sometimes the way you stand up for him. Nobody's nice to me. Nobody appreciates me around here. And if living here means you have to bow down to somebody who just goes around and causing you and Johnny and everyone else so much trouble, maybe I should just go out and find my own place.
Frankly, Delia, I think that would be the very thing.
Michael made 3 calls to Sea Island Inn. One was made from the houseboat, one was made from Ray's apartment, one was made from Ray's office. But the last 2 he had charge of the houseboat, which means that he didn't want anyone to know about them. Now, according to my date book, on April 23rd, 1 p.m., I was in Ray Woodard's office. She assigned me to the Yellow Petrochemical story, and Michael called Sea Island at 2:15 p.m. His next call to Sea Island was on April 28th at 7:42 p.m. April 28th, 6 p.m. I met with Crimmins for the first time at the tavern. Crimmins made a phone call from there. He reported to Michael. Michael reported to Joe. Michael's next phone call is May 1st, 7:55. No, 11:55 p.m. 11:55. May 1st. That was the night Crimmins came and brought me the phony lab report, so I decided to go ahead with the story. Well, evidence may not hold up in court, but it damn well satisfies me. Michael Pavel was working for Joe Novak. 3 lousy telephone calls. How do I get more? I'm gonna stick him. I'm gonna stick him. I'm still scared. But things are looking up. I'm gonna clear my name. And I'm gonna bring my little girl back home.
Ryan's Hope is on next. Then unravel all the lies on the young and the restless. Later, it's All My Children on Soapnet.
Nobody should know about this.
That was a dangerous job.
You're lying to me. You're up to something, and I want to know what.
You look guilty as hell and can't prove otherwise.
Don't tell me you're telling the truth, because it's going to make me even madder than I am now.
This is a damn nightmare.
Hi, I'm Brooke, and I'm sleeping with your brother.
Brooke Davis, most popular.
You could have any guy that you want.
Likes cheerleading, slumber parties, and making new friends.
Tell me you didn't have sex in my bed. We were horny, okay?
Pretty sexy, pretty messed up.
You have no idea.
Watch her on One Tree Hill. Premieres this Monday at 5 on Soapnet.
The View has changed mornings across America.
We are live!
The New York Times says it's the best party.
I love it!
The kind that invites a police raid. Entertainment Weekly says watch it explode.
Dynamite!
And they're saying Rosie is the year's best hire with a cutting edge.
You like to fight.
Making it must-view TV. Everyone's talking.
Can we say this on live TV?
Are you watching The View? Weekdays only on ABC.
Are you receiving payments from an insurance company? Maybe you have a structured settlement or purchased an annuity and you're receiving small monthly payments. If you'd rather have a lump sum of cash now, J.G. Wentworth can help. You see, J.G. Wentworth is the nation's largest and most experienced financial services company, specializing in helping people convert their monthly insurance payments into the cash they need today. The nation's leading financial publications have taken notice and are recognizing Wentworth's market-leading services. Perhaps you were in an accident and received a structured settlement as a result. Or maybe you've bought or inherited an annuity and want to convert those monthly payments into cash you can use today. Thousands of people just like you are taking advantage of J.G. Wentworth's unparalleled access to the financial markets to get the customized payout they need today. Call us now. Our experienced advisors are standing by.
Would it come as a great surprise to you if I said that I've already considered what you just told me?
That taking Arley home without discussing it with Kimberly is the equivalent to stealing? Yes, it would.
Yeah, well, I have considered it. But I've also considered the fact that Arley is my child. And at this point, Kim's claim on her is no stronger than mine.
Yes, that's
In fact, hers is weaker, at least in a moral sense. Kim never wanted a baby. And the moment she found out that she was pregnant, she tried to auction off the baby to the highest bidder.
Seneca, beyond all of her mistakes, you are legally her husband, and she is the mother of your child.
Listen, no one knows Kim's mistakes better than I do. But the biggest mistake wasn't hers, it was mine. I married her for all the wrong reasons, even though I should have known better. Fooled myself into thinking I saw something in Kimberly that wasn't there. Potential mother for my children. But even after I saw what a mistake it was, I still didn't stop. I tried to force her into accepting the role.
Have you suddenly changed gears on me or something? I'm not telling you to assume all the responsibility.
No, hey, I don't. But what I am saying is that now that I can see more of what Kim really is, I can tell you there's very little about her that I really like or admire. And I have to take responsibility for having fathered a child by this woman.
Well, I understand your rationale, and your point is well taken. And if I were a judge, and I had to choose between you or Kimberly, my choice would be clear.
Me?
Yeah. It is undeniable that you have an equal right to take your baby home.
Well, then I've convinced you.
No, because I can't condone that without your discussing it with Kimberly first.
But you just said. Why, for God's sake?
Seneca, it is a simple matter of courtesy.
Courtesy?
Yeah. Yeah. As the legal and decent thing to do. And beyond that, practically speaking, it's a legal essential. Kindness and consideration are very important in your case, and without them, you endanger your custody suit. And as far as the child stealing is concerned, you can't just will that away.
The baby is mine. Child stealing does not apply.
Seneca, I want you to get something straight. You cannot talk about Arley or take her away as if she was some sort of possession.
The baby is mine, Jillian.
And those are only words. You don't own her. You are responsible for her. And until the courts decide what they want to do, you have to share that responsibility with your wife.
Kim is not fit to be a mother.
And the courts have to make that decision. Yeah, ever since I've known you, will always want to tell people what to do. You won't give them their own voice.
Jillian?
No. You cannot tell the courts what is right or wrong. You can't make that decision for them. Do you have the slightest inkling of what I'm saying? I mean, how important it is?
Oh, yes, of course I do. And I appreciate your concern. I wish that I could agree with you, but that is impossible. Now, the courts will be on my side all the way. You'll see. Even Kim and Ray, I can't lose.
Seneca,
Jillian, if I were to take your advice and advise them about what I plan to do, I would only be giving them an edge to fight me on. Kimberly must not have my little girl.
There, Mrs. Bullock. Don't you feel comfortable with her? You know, as a mother, you're rapidly becoming quite a pro.
You really think so?
Oh, mm-hmm. I've seen many, many mothers, I can tell. You're gonna be a natural.
Does she need to be fed? I can feed her.
No, your daughter's already had her bottle. You don't have to do anything but just enjoy her.
What should I do?
Oh, don't worry about it. It'll just come to you naturally. Why don't you sit in the rocker and sing her a little lullaby? Babies respond to that.
I don't know any lullabies.
Oh, sure you do. Come on, I bet you do. You know, she won't even mind if it's punk rock. She just wants to hear the sound of your voice.
Maybe I do know one.
There, you see, I told you so. You just go right ahead.
Arley, do you want your mommy to sing you a song? Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? And only 2 weeks old.
Celebrate the coolest parties of West Beverly High with Soapnet. 3 90210 episodes back to back. Party like it's 90210. This Saturday starting at 9 a.m. Only on Soapnet.
I know. The lucky winner gets to work all weekend.
Right, till this place is finished.
Oh, come on, guys. Who's the stoolie? That prize was a secret. Well, it doesn't look like we have any winners, just a couple of losers.
Why's that?
Because that crate you're leaning on should have gone over there.
Oh, terrific.
Okay, Diamond Jim, let's move it.
Behind you.
Let me help you with that, Phil.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Whoa! Come on, bring it over here.
Is that it?
Telling you wish. Go downstairs, see if the second truck's arrived.
Excuse me? Need any help in setting up the place?
You new bartender working swing?
That's me.
Why aren't you upstairs?
I'm on break.
Well, I don't know.
I used to work on the docks. Some of my best friends were crates like that.
Yeah, put it over there. Well, okay. Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm Jack Finelli.
I'm Orson. Orson Byrne.
Alexei. Come in. Have a seat. I've been expecting you.
Good morning, Ray. I'd like to see Kimberly.
It's awfully early, Seneca.
It's important. Where is she?
She is still asleep.
Well, could you wake her? I'll wait.
We were up very late last night, Seneca, trying to get ready for... Look, I'll have her call you at the hospital. Now, I have several appointments this morning myself, and I really should be getting ready, so if you don't mind...
No. I am not leaving. I want to see Kimberly now.
What is it, Seneca?
In today's episode, the part of Alexei Vartova will be played by Leonardo Cimino.
Get into the glamour.
What are you doing here?
I had an appointment with my personal shopper.
Get into the parties.
That is so fun tonight. You're Nathan, me, and Lucas.
Get in over your head.
I think I could get in less trouble where I'm from.
You have no idea.
Welcome to the OC, bitch.
Get into One Tree Hill and the OC. Premieres this Monday at 5 and 6. Get in with Soapnet.
Soapnet is passionate,
cool, rad, hip, slick.
It's sexy, it's romantic.
It's a wonderful opportunity to be able to watch at night.
Nighttime, you can watch your soaps.
This is such a cool, amazing thing.
You can watch the marathon on the weekends.
And it's a review of all the shows.
Where else can you go to do that?
They have no excuse now. I like that. The best shows, the best lineup.
The Young and the Restless.
For my children.
One Life to Live. General Hospital.
Days of Our Lives.
Soapnet.
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 The new way to watch soaps.
Do you have too much body fat? It tends to accumulate on your stomach, hips, and thighs. Body fat is unattractive and extremely hard to get rid of.
Are you struggling to lose weight? Does it seem like no matter what you do, you just can't get rid of excess body fat?
Body fat builds over our midsection on top of the muscle underneath the skin. And over the years, it gets worse. Body fat increases from having kids, stress at work, lack of exercise, and poor diet.
The Obesity Research Institute has found the solution. It's called Lipozene. Lipozene is clinically proven to help reduce your body fat and weight. And to raise awareness about this weight loss breakthrough, the company is letting people try Lipozene risk-free for 30 days. In a moment, there will be a toll-free number on the screen that you can call to receive your risk-free trial.
Lipozene is so powerful that it's clinically proven to help you lose pure body fat. In fact, a recent major university double-blind study showed that not only did participants lose weight, but 78% of each pound that was lost was pure body fat.
What's even more amazing is that people were not asked to change their daily lives. It's so easy. Just take Lipozene. That's it. If you're ready to get rid of pounds of body fat, then call the number on your screen right now. Lipozene is worth the price because Lipozene is clinically proven to work.
Lipozene is now available over the phone direct from the manufacturer. Call now to try Lipozene risk-free for 30 days for only $29.95. Call in the next 10 minutes and we'll double your order and include your shipping absolutely free. This offer is not available in pharmacies or drugstores. Remember, Lipozene is clinically proven to reduce your body fat and weight or we'll refund your entire purchase price.
Call 1-800-603-7851. Call now.
When Arley's released from the hospital, I'm taking her home.
Mama, he can't do that.
First, I wasn't going to say anything, just take the baby. But Jill Coleridge convinced me to do this above board and open-handed.
That's not fair. You can't take my baby away from me.
It may not seem fair to you now, but that's the way it has to be.
Arley is mine. You weren't even there when she was born. I tried to tell you that she was your daughter, and you wouldn't believe me without proof. I'm sorry, Seneca. You can't have her now.
Kim, calm down. There's nothing to worry about. The baby will be released to its mother.
I'm sorry to mess up all your plans, but it was a mistake to buy so much and to get your hopes up too high.
Seneca, what do you think you're talking about? Kim has a legal right to take her daughter out of the hospital and care for her.
I have rights too, Ray. That child is mine as much as Kim's.
Mama, he can't do this. He can't take my baby away from me.
He can talk about his rights all he wants to, but your alleged rights, whatever they are, will be settled by a judge, and in the meantime, there is no need to even discuss this any further.
I really didn't want to get into this, but I guess I'm going to have to. Obviously, something's changed here that I don't know anything about. I thought I was talking to the woman who wanted to sell her baby to the highest bidder. Did you meet her offer, Ray?
Seneca, there's no need to go into any of that right now. It's all past history. As I told you at the time, Kim was simply confused.
Well, she was lucid enough to keep her figure straight and to ask Frank Ryan for help.
That is beside the point.
Look, the fact is she is not a fit parent. Now, Kim is not responsible enough to be a mother now. She can hardly take care of herself, let alone an infant.
Are you quite through?
Kim cannot give Arley the kind of love and affection the baby needs. She does not understand it.
I hardly think you're the person to be the judge of that.
Actually, it's for the best for both of you.
Oh, Seneca, at least try to be honest with yourself. You could care less about me or Kim for that
I care
matter.
about that baby, and I don't want her to form attachments to either of you.
Oh, heaven forbid the natural love of a mother and a grandmother.
No, the more attachment she forms now, the more difficult it's going to be for her when she has to leave.
Kim will be a wonderful mother. And you be careful about calling anybody an unfit parent. We've made a lot of plans for that baby, as you probably might notice if you hadn't been so busy fantasizing being Father of the Year.
Oh, now, come on. All this is yours, not Kim's.
We were together on it.
Look, you can buy all the books you want. You can read all the information, but the fact is that Kim is irresponsible. It's a miracle the baby is still well.
I don't believe you. This coming from the man who threw out his pregnant wife, who was responsible for the physical danger she was in the first place?
What are you talking about? The fall? I had nothing to do with that.
Save it for the divorce court, Seneca. As far as I'm concerned, that so-called accident has never been properly explained.
Is that the kind of evidence you're going to drag into court?
I will drag in anything I have to.
Fine. You go ahead. And I'll be delighted to tell a court just exactly what kind of wonderful mothers the two of you are. When was it that the both of you shared the same lover? That hoodlum who worked in your office?
Is that supposed to make me guilty, Seneca? Is that supposed to frighten me? Kim, you better remind your husband of exactly who your mother is and how strong she can be when she wants to.
Oh, hey, listen, I know who you are. You're the lady who deserted her child, aren't you? You want to use your grandchild to make up for the past.
And how do you want to use her, Seneca?
I don't want to use Arley at all.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. She's not even a human being to you. She's a certificate of your potency.
Mama, I want to say something.
You don't know who you're dealing with, Seneca. Now, I will admit I've been in a cloud the last few months. I have allowed myself to become a victim of circumstance. Circumstances which you, with your stodgy doctor's mind, could not begin to comprehend. However, that's all over now. I'm on my feet again, and I promise you I'll fight you on this.
Arley is my daughter. And no lawyer and no court on this earth can change that.
Lawyers, judges, hospital board members, congressmen, if necessary, I'll use them all.
Yeah, well, listen, all those people that you have bought, Ray, I have cured. I have saved their lives. I have tended to their wives and kids. You have resources, so do I.
Kim, this is all your fault. Why did you come here this morning? We were having a wonderful morning. We were both very happy until you barged in. It's so stupid. It's such a stupid argument, and it should have been avoided. Now, Kim, just tell him what you've always told me.
I want to say something.
She loved you, and if you hadn't been so selfish and so righteous and so...
I want to say something.
This is not about Kim and me. The issue is Arley. I want to raise my own daughter.
Based on what experience?
I had a child.
So you did, and so did I, but mine lived.
Stop it, both of you! I want to say something. I'm here. You will listen to me.
Okay, baby, let's, see if you're an honest machine.
Too bad.
I was, just testing my luck. May not be good, but at least it's consistent.
You have a run of bad luck lately?
Well, that's one way to put it.
Well, why don't you try it again when we're all set up?
So this is the Monte Carlo room.
Yeah, it's not much now, but it should look like a real gambling casino.
Just like Atlantic City, huh?
Well, Vegas. You know, the proceeds are all going for a worthy cause.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, well, Joe Novak is a thoughtful guy.
That's a, gonna be for a roulette wheel, right?
Yeah, there's another one over there. It's okay, just bring it over here.
And this is,
blackjack.
You have a money wheel, right?
Yeah, in my experience, those things go over pretty big. Let's put it right there.
Oh, a slot machine.
Uh-huh. You got 7 of them in all.
Where are you gonna put them all?
Oh, there's plenty of room. 2 of them go over there in the corner, 2 over there, and 3 between the blackjack table and the bar. Phil, just put it down.
Looks like you have just enough room for a nice, intimate crowd of people.
You need this?
Yeah. Well, you know, people, they like to hold on to each other when they're losing their money.
Even if it's just nickels and dimes?
Right.
You seem to have everything under control here. You gonna be running the place?
Me? Oh, no. I'm just handling the nickels and dimes.
Would you know how many more people are gonna need?
Well, sure. There's Barry Ryan. He'll manage the employees. Delia's sort of a unofficial hostess. And there's 3 dealers, 3 assistants, a waitress, cashier, bartender.
A lot of people.
Well, that's not too many. With me, that's 12.
Yeah, I was just thinking about the costs. I mean, the salaries, and then there's the capital investment for the equipment. That's a lot of money.
Crystal Palace is filled to capacity every night. If Joe Novak wants to do something with his extra cash, that's his business, don't you think?
How do you expect to be part of the family living with a policewoman?
Let me ask you a question, Alexei. How did you find out Siobhan was training for the force?
It is no secret. Your wife is charming and full of life. She holds nothing back from her family and friends. Word gets around.
And did the word come from someone in the department?
I have ways of obtaining information even from such honored institutions as the police academy. Where a family member is concerned, I am always close by and completely informed.
We are talking about my wife, Alexei. Specifically, who in the academy is watching her? Or is it one of her friends?
My methods are simple. You have your way of dealing with Jack Fanelli. I have my way of keeping track of special family members. As you have said, it is a difference in style. Now, Joey, what are you going to do about Siobhan?
Why would I have to do anything?
As a potential heir to the whole operation, I would not think it necessary to explain. If Siobhan becomes a policewoman, the family is in danger. This cannot happen. Siobhan must be stopped. How do you plan to do it?
Well, it's never been my custom to tell Siobhan what to do. And even if she would let me stop her, I wouldn't. She's very happy with her decision.
But she is also part of your business. I have seen you with her, her with you, acting as hostess, greeting customers and guests.
Siobhan is separate from the business. There is no danger to the family. She knows nothing about my plans for the Monte Carlo room.
I have always had friends in the police, people who were sympathetic to my operation. I have had enemies as well. Your wife will be of no help to us on the force. Now, as a policewoman, she is a threat.
Soap fans are following a lifelong story.
Okay, here we go. Let's lock it up, please.
Soapnet, the new way to watch soaps.
Tonight on Soapnet.
Death certificate. Your son's.
He was told his baby was dead, but a father's hope never dies.
What if I give you your son back?
Will his search
I have evidence that my son is alive.
uncover the truth?
I need to talk to you about your son.
One Life to Live, tonight at 9 on Soapnet.
Happily ever after.
Hope is the only woman I've ever loved, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with her.
Don't think so.
Will you kindly take these handcuffs off me so that I can go get married? We are not gonna let Philip take your little girl away.
In Salem. Love isn't always a fairy tale.
I'm never, ever giving up on you.
Days of Our Lives, tonight at 11 on Soapnet.
We're running late for school, guys. Drive through it is.
Hey, Dad.
Hot Pockets brand breakfast sandwiches are a great way to get a hot breakfast on the go with real scrambled eggs and a delicious flaky crust.
Hot Pockets.
A trusted team of medical doctors has a drug-free way to end sleepless nights. Sleep MD. Start falling asleep in just minutes. Sleep better and longer with exclusive time-release technologies. Wake up incredibly rested and refreshed.
Get yours at mdproducts.com and stores everywhere.
For those with significant weight to lose, I recommend Solaris. Solaris is formulated to support favorable metabolic signaling, which leads to weight loss.
I lost 30 pounds with Solaris, the world's strongest weight loss formula.
Get yours at buysolaris.com and stores everywhere.
Did you know 1 in 2 women will develop bone or breast health issues?
Really? I didn't know that.
One A Day Women's is the only complete multivitamin with more calcium for strong bones and now more vitamin D, which emerging research suggests may support breast health. One A Day Women's.
Are you tired of constantly fighting that growing midsection? Introducing Red, the first rotation and resistance exerciser. Red's the easiest and most comfortable way to shape and sculpt an amazing core and midsection. Red's breakthrough rotation movement isolates all the core muscles, the stomach, the abs, the love handle obliques, and the lower back.
Got my waist down 6 inches. I lost 7.5 inches off my waist.
I lost 9 inches off my waist. So what would you rather do? This or this? This or this? Don't work hard, work easier with Red. Lose up to 4 inches off your midsection in 2 weeks. Get the body you deserve and try Red for 30 days for only $14.95. Be sure to ask your operator how you can get Red delivered to your doorstep free. Red is not available in stores, so the only way for you to get your Red is to call right now.
Call 1-800-723-0591. Call now.
From Sam Raimi.
Your sister's in the hospital.
She thought she had broken the curse,
I'm the only person that can stop her. Who? Stop who?
but all she did was make it stronger.
Don't go in that house.
Now, whoever dares to face it will be its next victim.
You won't stop.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, Amber Tamblyn, The Grudge 2.
She's gonna come for you.
Now playing on pay-per-view.
Arley is my daughter. Don't I have any kind of a say?
Of course you do, darling. That's what we've been talking about.
No, you're not. For all you're concerned with, I might as well not even exist. You're talking about Arley as if she were a piece of property. Arley is not a possession, and neither am I.
That's exactly my point, Kim. Arley is an individual. I want to do what's best for her.
Yeah, and what about me, huh? What about what's best for me? Who's gonna worry about that?
I am, darling. I care about you.
No, you don't. You've asked me my opinion about the baby, and you don't even wait for an answer. You just keep right on talking. You've never listened to me. You just want to keep me quiet and write me checks and shut me up.
No, Kim, darling, that's all over. Don't you see that's what this is all about? This is our second chance,
You're
Kim.
saying that because you want Arley. The minute she's here, you're not going to pay any attention to me at all.
Kim, I'm sorry that I upset you. You've been through a lot.
Don't talk to me. I'm not forgetting that you called me an unfit mother. Well, if I'm so irresponsible and emotionally unacceptable, why did you marry me in the first place? And if I'm so incapable of love, how did we have Arley?
Kim, that's not...
Admit it! You're the one that's never loved anybody. You never cared about me or my career or anything that was important to me. The only time you paid attention to me was when you missed me because I was out of bed.
Kim, stop it, darling, please. Now, you're going to get hysterical.
Hysterical? You're the ones that are screaming. Don't call me hysterical.
Kim, what have I been fighting for if it isn't for you to have Arley?
No, it's for you to have Arley. You've never wanted me. You still don't. And neither do you. And you know what? You're gonna do the same thing to Arley.
I think you ought to leave.
I came here in good faith. Kim had a right to know my plans for Arley.
Well, are you pleased with the success of your little visit?
Look, I don't want to discuss it any further. I am Arley's father. I have a right to take her home.
You walk out that door and I will be on the phone to my lawyer.
Well, it won't do you any good.
I'll see you in court, Seneca, and until then, Arley will be living right here.
You know, you can say what you want, but it really is something a lot simpler than lawyers and strong-arm tactics. The fact is that only the father or the mother can take Arley out of that hospital.
That's not true.
Well, you tried.
Well, if it is true, it's a ridiculous regulation, and there's got to be an exception.
Arley's going to be released today. Now, you can't take her. And from the looks of things, Kim is not going to go to that hospital with you.
Kim will not let you have her. And she knows that I'll take very good care of her. And don't fool yourself, Seneca. Kim and I have had our ups and downs. She's been angry at me before. But it doesn't last.
Next, there's danger and drama on The Young and the Restless. Then catch today's All My Children and One Life to Live on Soapnet.
Their love is timeless. Their life is an adventure. Their story, unforgettable.
Something very simple. Just to express my love for you. They're uncut diamonds. For a diamond in the rough. Although that description hardly fits you anymore, does it?
No, but I'm still yours.
Get to know Victor and Nikki, The Young and the Restless. Next on Soapnet.
Ryan Atwood, born and raised in Chino, CA.
Chino, this is no joke.
Likes white tank tops and working out.
Can I borrow one of your tank tops so I can look as cool as you?
Favorite hobby? Kicking ass.
You know what I like about rich kids? Nothing.
Pretty hot. Pretty messed up.
I don't know. It's complicated.
The OC premieres this Monday at 6 on Soapnet.
Make yourself at home. We'll be out in a minute.
What are you doing?
Need a moment?
Look, Mom, he wants to help you with your laundry.
When you need a moment, chew it over with Twix.
It's Easter, and here come the savings at Kmart. Get pre-filled Easter baskets starting at $3.99. Or choose from a sweet selection of candy to fill your own. And save big on Wonder Kids Easter clothes. Just hop on down to Kmart.
Get fast, powerful, long-lasting effects with new Allergy MD. It actually works to quickly support your immune system. So fast, the key ingredient gets released in seconds. So powerful, you can count on long-lasting results.
Get yours at mdproducts.com and stores everywhere.
The fastest weight loss solution on earth, Rapid Slim SX.
Rapid Slim contains Liquid FX technology and proven ingredients that speed to ignite your amazing transformation.
I lost 28 pounds fast.
Get yours at buyrapidSlim.com and stores everywhere.
Your attitude to your wife is most understandable, but you have a family to protect. No one, especially not your wife, can threaten our traditions. Joey, keep your loyalties straight.
My loyalties are intact. See, I have two families. They're both very important to me. And both families must be kept separate.
Could you do me a favor?
I'm not asking Siobhan to give up the police academy.
Oh, this is another matter altogether. Nothing to do with Siobhan. A simple favor. Will you do it?
Well, if I can.
The Crystal Palace is a success, thanks to a fine location, good food, and the excellent skills of its manager.
Well, I've been lucky, and I'm very grateful.
You have a large cash flow. Soon, when the Monte Carlo room is open, it will be even larger.
What is it you want, Lexi?
I need some money laundered. The Crystal Palace is a perfect place.
I'll think about it. I'll have to check my books and contact you next week.
This is a small favor.
I realize that.
It is important in the family to give help when it is needed. At the moment it is asked, there can be no half-hearted loyalties.
And I cannot stress to you how important it is to me that the Crystal Palace stay absolutely free from illegal activities.
Little juggling of the books, nothing more. Small favor, Joey. Very small.
Yeah, but I will make all decisions concerning the Crystal Palace. My wife and I live above the restaurant. Her family is there all the time. If the Monte Carlo room is to succeed, the Crystal Palace has to stay absolutely legitimate.
So, you refuse my request?
I said I would think about it. Is there anything else we need to discuss?
I think not.
Well, then if you will excuse me, I better get back to my restaurant.
You're always welcome here, Joey. You know, I admire your fondness for Siobhan and the Ryans. I envy them. They have your complete loyalty.
Alexei, you have it as well.
I'm impressed with the scholarship fund you set up for your wife's late sister. She was well loved by all the Ryans. I can appreciate how much you would want to protect them from any such future dangers. We must work together so that nothing can happen to any of them. Not to Siobhan or your dear mother-in-law, Maeve Ryan.
Well, hello. It's just what I thought. A little bit shy at first, and now we can't get rid of you.
Is Arley still here?
Oh, yes. You know, she's a wonderful girl, but she just can't quite walk yet.
Can I feed her?
She's been fed, and she's just had her bath.
I miss her.
Well, Dr. Keogh will do a big checkup in about an hour, and then you'll go home with her, and you'll see her all the time.
Could I hold her right now for a little while?
Sure, I don't see why not. Oh.
Oh, she's a little unhappy.
She wants you to pick her up.
What's the matter, Arley? Well, oh, sweetie.
Oh. Want some help, then? All right. Oh. Excuse me.
Arley.
Nursery.
Baby.
Oh, yes, Dr. Keogh.
Baby.
Well, it's pretty quiet here. No. The Bullock baby is really doing just fine. She's ready to go home. The mother is holding her right now. The Kelly baby. She's much tired and no fever now for 48 hours. I heard we're getting triplets down in about an hour. 14 hours labor? You better take the day off. You deserve it. Yeah. Did you hear that? Triplets. Mrs. Bolak. Where did she go?
Popularity, passion, and pandemonium. Pretty people, pretty messed up. This Monday, don't miss the premieres of One Tree Hill at 5 and The OC at 6, only on Soapnet.